Hey guys, come on downstairs. We're going to get back into our Cincinnati Reds rebuild on MLB The Show 21. I know it's been just a little bit since I posted an episode, been moving, and hopefully things are finally settling down. I can get back into it. So we have passed the All-Star break in season number 1. We're going to play a game on July 29th against the Chicago Cubs. And up until that point, we have several games to get through. We are 50-45, 2 games behind the St. Louis Cardinals in the National League Central Division. And we're going to start things off playing the New York Mets. Taijuan Walker facing Luis Castillo. And the last game that we played was against the Mets. So we're going to finish off that series here with a couple of games. And the Mets lead it 6-3 in the 6th. We go to the 7th. No runs there. We get 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th, and then they answer with 2 runs in the 8th. We get 2 runs in the 9th, and we're down by 1 going to the bottom of the 9th, and the Mets hold on and win. Seth Lugo picks up the save. Dominic Smith, 2 for 5 with a home run, 2 RBIs. Taijuan Walker gets the win for the Mets, who improved to 58-37. We are 50-46. Next up, I believe this is the final game of the Mets series. We face Jake DeGrom, who's 8-5 with a 2.59 ERA. We're going to pass the 100 game point of season number 1 here in this episode. And we're just actually a few games away from that. Mets out to a 6-1 lead, and it's not going well for us here. We add 2 in the 8th. Add 1 more in the 9th, and that's all we can manage to muster up. Jake DeGrom gets the win. Tyler O'Malley picks up loss number 6. DeGrom goes 7 innings, giving up 3 hits, 2 runs, a walk, and 7 strikeouts, and Seth Lugo comes in for the save. We've got a trade here. Juicy one. Vladimir Guerrero to the San Diego Padres. From the Blue Jays acquire some prospects, and Trevor Story from the Rockies to the Braves. William Contreras goes to the Rockies from Atlanta. So Trevor Story going to Atlanta from Colorado. And we look at the standings, we're 50-47. And we've got a big series here against the St. Louis Cardinals. It's a 3-game series at home. Great American Ballpark against the division-leading Redbirds. Kwang Hyun Kim against Jeff Hoffman here in game number 1 of the series. St. Louis jumps out to a 2-0 lead. It's now 2-1. And it's starting to look like kind of a 2-horse race in the National League Central between us and St. Louis. And a huge 9th inning where the Cardinals explode for 6 runs and they get the win. We're fading in the division. So, I mean, it looked like a 2-horse race, but it might be St. Louis's division to lose here as we fall to 50-48. They're 56-43. The Brewers are behind us a little ways. But right now, St. Louis is getting a little bit of a cushion in the National League Central. No score here in the bottom of the 6th. Second game against the Cardinals. And St. Louis puts 2 on the board in the 8th. And then a few more in the 9th, and they get a 4-0 shutout. Jack Flaherty with the win. He is 14-3. Great season so far for Jack Flaherty. St. Louis All-Star. Lucas Sims gets the loss. He falls to 4-2 in relief. Next game against the Cards. Try to salvage at least one of the series. Miles Michaelis faces off against Sonny Gray. Gray having a little bit of a disappointing season at 7-8. His ERA is not terrible at 3.55 and dropping in this game. St. Louis scored 3 in the first. Can that hold up? Yes, it will. St. Louis gets the win 3-1. And we fall to 50-50. So we're at the 100 game mark. We are dead even at 500, 50-50. And 7.5 games behind the Cardinals. And the Brewers are 5 games behind us. So the Cardinals have a nice little cushion here throughout the middle of the season. Now we've got a 4-game series with the Cubs. We're going to quick manage the first 3, and then we'll play the last one. Luis Castillo facing Trevor Williams in game number 1 of the series from Wrigley Field. And we get on the board first. That's our first lead in a little while, maybe in this entire episode, honestly. I don't remember having a lead yet in this episode. So we're up 2-0 now as we go to the later innings of this one, try to hold on for a win, and we get it. 2-0 win over the hapless Chicago Cubs, who fall to 40-62. Tyson Miller with the loss. Luis Castillo gets the win. He goes all 9 innings, giving up 5 hits, no runs, a walk, and 8 strikeouts. Second game of the series, Tyler Mahle against Ryan Weathers. Weathers is 0-3, a 6.86 ERA. Tyler Mahle getting near the sub-3 ERA. Let's see how this game goes. Cubs have got a couple on the board. Reds get a couple on to tie it up. In the third, bottom of the 7th, the Cubs put one on the board to take the lead, and they hold on and get the win. Braylon Marquez with the win for Chicago. Tyler Mahle with the loss. Ryan Tepera with 17 saves on the season. And Marquez in relief is your player of the game. All right. Another game against the Cubs here. Final game before we play one. Kyle Hendricks facing Jeff Hoffman. Hoffman is our 5th starter. He's having a pretty good year for a 5th starter, to be honest. 8-4 with a 3.93 ERA at this moment. And it just climbed over 4, actually, with the runs that the Cubs just put on the board. And Jesse Winker is hurt in this game, and he's going to be out for 1 to 2 months. And we're going to put him on the 60-day DL, or IL that they call it now, the 60-day IL, with a broken ankle. And we're going to recall Tyler Naquin from AAA Louisville. And we have fallen below 500. So we're starting to struggle a little bit still. 59 games left on the season, but we've got to start making up some ground on the Cardinals here. And we've got Wade Miley against Zach Davies. And we'll head out to Wrigley for this one. Davies making his 21st start of the year. He's 4-8, a 3.62 ERA. And Wade Miley also making his 21st start of the season. He's 3-7 with a 3.54 ERA. 72 strikeouts, way too many walks at 53. And that has kind of been an issue for this pitching staff all season long, is the walks. And here's Eugenio Suarez. Top of the 2nd inning, he lifts one out towards the ivy and left, but it's chased down and caught right at the wall. No harm done in the 2nd. Tyler Naquin with 2 outs now. Still the top of the 2nd. Delivery from Zach Davies. And Naquin's going to line one into center field, and the catch, the ball is dropped. And Naquin is on first with 2 outs, looking to start a little bit of a rally. We just called Tyler Naquin up from AAA Louisville. Here's Jose Garcia playing shortstop today. Garcia swings and misses. Naquin running, and he is out by a mile at second. Not even close. Not even close. Middle of the 2nd inning, no score from Wrigley Field. So here's David Bote, 228 average. He's going to line it into right field. The runner at second is going to round third, come in to score rather easily. The throw is cut off. No need for a relay, really. He throws it anyway. 1-0 Chicago, bottom of the 2nd inning. And that score would hold up through the end of the 2nd. Let's move to the 3rd now. Javier Baez. His contract is up this year. Will the Cubs trade him? Or will he re-sign with Chicago for next season? This one lifted out to right. It's got a chance. It's off the bottom of the wall. One run's going to score. Another one right behind him. And it's 3-0 Cubs. 2-run double for Javi Baez. And now we've got Austin Romine at the plate. With the bases loaded and 1 out, bottom of the 3rd, here's the delivery. Romine puts one on the ground to the right side through the hole. A run comes in to score. Another one is going to follow, and it's 5-0 Chicago, and that might be the end of the day for Wade Miley. Nope, not yet. He's going to face Cole Roederer, and Roederer lines one up the middle. This is going to plate another run, and it's going to be 6-0. And I imagine we've got to get Wade Miley out at this point if we want any chance of getting back in the game. We do. Michael Lorenzen will come in. He's 2-5, 4.48 ERA, 59 1/3 innings in relief. He's kind of eats up innings in relief for us. This is the perfect kind of game for that, down 6-0. Let's see if he can give us a few innings, get us into maybe the 7th or 8th. 6-0, Cubs with the lead. Lorenzen delivery, backhanded at second. Throw in the dirt. They got him. That ends the third. Damage is minimized to 6-0 Cubs lead. As we go to the fifth. Jose Garcia. Reds trying to get back in this one. Top of the fifth inning. 0-2 count. Delivery from Davies. Garcia chases one, maybe up out of the strike zone. That's going to be an easy fly ball. To end the fifth. Still 6-0. Cubbies with the lead. We go to the sixth inning. Sal Romano will take the hill. So Lorenzen didn't get us through many innings. With a runner on second and 2 outs, delivery to Ian Happ. And Happ's going to dump one into right in front of Castellanos. Here comes the throw up the first baseline. And the runner comes in standing up. 7-0 Cubs with the lead. This is getting ugly. 11 hits to 1 through 6 innings for Chicago. Let's move to the seventh, see if we can get any offense going. Jonathan India with a runner on first and 2 outs. Trying to keep the line moving here against Zach Davies, who's thrown now 79 pitches. And India goes right up the middle for a base hit, and maybe we've got a little 2-out rally going. Tyler Naquin will come to the plate again. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Here's the delivery. Naquin chops it to the left side. Javier Baez with it on to first. Got him. And that'll end the inning. Reds leave a couple stranded. And it is still, Reds lead a couple stranded. And it is still 7-0 Cubs. This one's slicing into left, and it's going to get past the left fielder, Naquin, I believe, is who's in left. Usually Winker, but he is out now with that broken ankle. Here's Nico Horner, 1 for 4 with a single and a run. It's now 9-0 Chicago, and this one is, we're just playing this one out. Cubs are going to pick up the win. They scored double digits now. They're up 10-0, bottom of the seventh. Getting ugly, holy cow. It's been kind of a rough episode, guys. I think we've only got one win, and this is going to make it even worse. A 2-run home run to left center field by Javier Baez. That's number 24 on the season for Baez. And a nice afternoon day game at Wrigley is going well for the North Siders. In the friendly confines, that's 12-0 Cubs, and they end up getting the win by that score. So we fall to 51-53. Zach Davies gets the win. He goes all 9 innings, giving up just 3 hits. He had 14 strikeouts and 1 walk. Wade Miley gets tagged with the loss after only going 2 1/3 innings. Cole Roeder was 4 of 5 for the Cubs. David Bote 3 for 4, and Javier Baez had a nice game as well. Let's look at the standings. At this point of the season, we've passed 100 games. Mets, Cardinals, and Padres are your division leaders. The Marlins and the Dodgers would be your wild card teams. We are 8.5 games behind the Cardinals and need to get hot to see if we can get back in the pennant race here in the last third of the season. So that's the National League. Let's flip it over. Look at the American League at this point. The Yankees, White Sox, and Mariners are your division leaders. The Twins and the Angels would be the 2 wild card teams. The Red Sox not far behind them. So are the Astros and the Royals. Still in the hunt as well. Still quite a few teams in the race in the American League. But we still got a long ways to go. Over 50 games. About a third of the season left here on our Cincinnati Reds rebuild on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.